The Filippo brothers are back. Mike and Phil are back with another horror movie. Their first debut horror movie was Talk to Me, and that blew the fuck up back in, what was it, 2022? Damn, man, it's been so long. I can't wait for Talk to Me too, but this is their brand new movie, Bring Her Back, and I did everything I could to just completely avoid trailers. I didn't want to know nothing about this movie going in, and man, coming out of this film, I have so many like emotions right now. So pretty much what you have here is following our two main characters, Piper and Andy, two siblings that are very close. They are step siblings. Piper is visually impaired, and the actress is actually visually impaired. She can't really see as well. They explain it as she can only see like shapes and like colors and whatnot, and they play into that very creatively in this movie. And Andy is the older sibling, just kind of looking out for her. And what ends up happening is Andy's father um, ends up dying. So now that leaves them to be orphans. And they don't want to split up. So they end up getting a new foster mom that goes by the name of Laura. And Laura, man, the minute you meet Laura and you go to her house, there's just this weird, dark, eerie vibe. And I really like that they took their time with this movie, as far as just easing you into what you're about to experience. Now, in the beginning of the movie, you see these clips being played of people being, it almost looked like a snuff film. That's all I'll kind of say about that, but that kind of plays a interesting role in the overall movie. And now, right off the rip, like, Andy kind of gets this bad vibe from Laura off rip, and just the house and just how she acts, and she invades his privacy. And she takes a liking to Piper because, she is dealing with her own loss with her daughter. And, you know, she causes this rift between the two in such a creative way. And even just the way that they handle the supernatural side of things, where we get introduced to a character named Oliver that lives with Laura. And right off the rip, that's when I would have been like, yeah, there's something weird and just not right going on in this house. And as it goes along, they do start to kind of form a bond. You know what I'm saying? Laura starts to kind of comfort them, but it's more of like a manipulation more than comfort. And just the performances in this is just incredible, man. The performances from Andy, but also Laura. Laura, like, is just an automatic horror icon in this movie, just off rip with her performance, as you just see how far she's willing to go to reconnect with her loved one. And this movie is so brutal, man. What Mike and Philip are good at, where they did it in Talk to Me, is the brutality, the practical effects of things. And once you kind of see what's really going on, it's a lot more sinister. It's very disturbing, but it's not shock value just for the sake of shock value, because there's actually a really great story here, and just about grief and, traumatic experiences, even abuse. And man, they really go there. Like, I'm surprised that they were able to get away with things that they were able to get away with in this film, especially dealing with children. It's crazy. It's crazy how they make you like really sympathize with Laura throughout this whole movie, even though she is like a terrible person. And she's doing this for a reason. And you can't, I don't blame her, but at the same time, it's just like, man, she's such a despicable person, but they're doing such a good job of just humanizing her. Because if you're a parent in that situation, who knows what you would do? You know what I'm saying? It's easy to say, like, yeah, I would never do that. But being in her shoes, it's just like, man, it's rough. And that ending, bro, the ending really kind of got me. Like, it got me kind of choked up, because it's like, where this movie goes, I did not really expect. And I love that I just went into it blind and just had a fun time. And I can't wait to see what these brothers do next. You know, obviously Talk to Me 2 is probably next, but I want to see what they do beyond that, because I really think they have a talent for these types of movies, just bringing so many unique things to the horror space. And I feel like cinematography wise, this is much better than Talk to Me. They do some really interesting shots in here. The use of like rain, just the use of just being in one location for the most part of the movie was really brilliant, man. I really like how they approached this movie. Easily the best horror movie that I've seen of the year so far. I know it's still early. There's going to be other horror movies that come up, but right now, this is my favorite so far. It's definitely a candidate for best movie of the year, horror movie of the year, in my opinion. I can't wait to see other people's reaction to it. I hope people go to see this next week. Shout out to AMC for putting out an early screener for this with the Scream Unseen. Really dope. I know a lot of people got to see it earlier, but yeah, this is a movie you don't want to miss out on. Definitely check it out. Then leave your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Till next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.